Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for September 4th, 2021. 10 days before the California recall, we have to get everybody to vote no on the recall, so spread the word however you can. Get everybody to vote no on the recall. Keep Gavin Newsom, governor of California. Keep Trump virus genocide out of California, because if they replace him, they're going to try to ban masks, and it's going to make like an Elder variant. So this is about Larry Elder is a Nazi. There's been some confusion. Is Larry Elder a Nazi? Yes. Is Larry Elder like Tyrone Biggins, that Dave Chappelle character who's a blind black guy who is leading the KKK? Yes. And I've got some ways of explaining this to prove it to you, but I'm going to use a different character, or different characters played by LaVar Burton. So we're going to do Jeopardy, Geordie La Forge from Star Trek, and Reading Rainbow. Now, the easiest one is Jeopardy. So here's the clue. Traders for 200 or whatever. He trained the person who plagiarized Hitler's propaganda to write Trump's immigration policy. And the answer is, who is Larry Elder? Because who plagiarized Hitler's propaganda minister to write Trump's immigration policy? Stephen Miller did. And who is Stephen Miller's mentor? Larry Elder. So remember, Stephen Miller's mentor, Larry Elder. Nazi, was trained by a Nazi. Now, that's just something he did. You'll be judged by your fruits. So that's, one way you'll know Larry Elder is a Nazi, because his protege is a Nazi, like the reincarnation of Hitler's propaganda minister, Stephen Miller. So that's one way you know he's a Nazi. Now, another way, that's the Jeopardy clue, because LaVar Burton was the host of Jeopardy. Now, LaVar Burton also played Geordie La Forge. And what's his name? Larry Elder claims that systematic racism is not a thing. Now, there's only like so many black people who do that. Larry Elder, Candace Owens, Lil Wayne, and Herman Cain. But Herman Cain's dead, because they didn't bother getting him all the special drugs to help him survive the Trump virus. Think about that, because he's black, Anyway, there's other ones. There's other black people who promote this stuff who are like, I'm so rich, I can say that, there's no racism because I want to appease people who are racists, who want to support white supremacy and sell out and do that. So there's other black people who do that, but I'm not going to try to mention them because that would just give them more attention than they deserve. But most people realize that it's a racist system, and we need to do something about it. Larry Elder denies that and, is going to be a Nazi about it. So what does this have to do with Geordie La Forge? Well, there's one way to look at it, that Larry Elder is blind to the facts. Like Geordie La Forge is a blind character in Star Trek. Now, in Star Trek, it's in the future, in an ideal future that's desirable. Maybe they don't have systematic racism in the Star Trek because it's the future and because it's desirable. People like that idea. But just to make a comparison, say Geordie La Forge is a blind character, but he has this set of goggles that can artificially let him see things. That's kind of like Larry Elder's blind to systematic racism, but he has an artificial set of real fancy goggles given to him by, the rich powers of being, a tool for the rich, for the capitalists, for the evil, and that allows him to see things his way and put things his way, but it's artificial. But really, Geordie La Forge is a good character. I'd rather use this analogy a different way and say Geordie La Forge can see a spectrum of things that other people can't see, like a woke person who can see all these different issues and the different sides of things and see that, yes, there is systematic racism, and the people who deny it are the ones trying to protect it and maintain it. So that's the Geordie La Forge Star Trek analogy for how you know Larry Elder is a Nazi. And what's the Reading Rainbow one? Well, you don't have to take my word for it. That's Reading Rainbow. So all you got to do is look at the comments in my video, because they're not even going to listen to this. These trolls come on my videos and they'll comment all their stuff about Larry Elder or whatever. So look at their comments, look at their responses. You can make a game of this. Either their comments themselves, like their names are either going to be obviously racist stuff, or stuff it's obviously racist. Or if you can't quite tell from the name, you can tell by the comment that they're obviously a racist. Or if you can't quite tell by that, you can click on who they are and look at the other comments they've made or other comments they've liked. Or there's some people, since 99% of the people who make pro-Trump, pro-Nazi, pro-KKK comments don't have any content. But I did discover that some of these that don't have any content do have playlists, and their playlists will just be like white supremacy playlist, white people like my profile, white supremacy playlist. Like, you're 2 steps away from obvious KKK if you click any of these trolls' profiles, even if they don't seem to be saying anything too egregious. Most of them are, and you can tell that they're terrorists. But if you click their profile and then click anything that they're associated with, you'll find really obvious, direct KKK, Taliban, whatever, terrorist, Russian, Trump, troll, terrorist stuff on all of their accounts. So you don't have to take my word for it. Like he says in Reading Rainbow, like LaVar Burton says, the host of Reading Rainbow, you can see what they say about themselves and you can see what they say about each other and who they are by their comments. So they'll prove it to you for themselves. They'll write a book about it. And you can see this in this video, in all my other videos about Larry Elder and stopping the recall, and just all my other videos, anything. They'll troll anything. Because that's all they do. That's all they can do. All they can do is lie and troll. They're the most terrible hypocrites spreading this Trump virus genocide. And Larry Elder's like a king of them, or one of them. So let's stop him. And we can do that by helping, by sharing this video, by making other videos, just looking into it and give your response. And share it. Let it get around. Because 1 in 9 people, I think, in America lives in California. So you know somebody there who's going to be able to help make this vote. We got to vote no on the recall September 14th in California. We've got 10 days to make this happen. So thanks, and see you soon. This has been your Antifa News Briefa. I'm Puffin. Don't forget, Larry Elder's a Nazi.